Could I just...
We are here watching the first interview from the Rangers manager, the new manager, after Brendan Rodgers has resigned. We're going to react to this, and let's go. Especially with the Old Firm coming up this weekend, so let's go.
Just start with the big news story in Scottish football at the moment. Just get your reaction to Brendan Rodgers resigning.
He's loving this. Like, you will see it in a minute. Got a question there.
I'm honest. I know.
Smiling. He loves it.
Everyone in the Scottish football at the moment. But
I will just say, when I seen the news about Brendan Rodgers had resigned, I felt really bad for Celtic fans because he's a great manager. It's not his fault the board wasn't backing him, but for the comments that came out from the board after it was unbelievable. But look at the smile on our manager's face. Like, let's go.
understand my focus at the moment, my team. I think we have a lot of things to do to make the next step tomorrow.
We do have a lot of things to do, to be
small
fair.
Step, and tomorrow
Like,
we have
you know what I
next
mean?
chance for the next step.
It is the Old Firm this
Does it make you say
weekend.
something about the pressure of the job here,
So let's see
particularly in
this.
Glasgow? Both clubs will be on to their second manager of the season.
I think the pressure's
Oh yeah, that's the thing. I'm not too sure, but I think this might be the first time in history that Rangers and Celtic have both sacked a manager in the same season. I think that's true. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
always on. Yeah, for a manager, I think this is football. It's never nice when the manager gets sacked or something like this. Yeah, we are all together, the manager in this business, but it's football. I think this is why we like this sometimes, and sometimes we don't like it. But yeah, for me, I enjoyed the last couple of days. I saw my group, the staff members, everyone is a little bit more smiling at the moment, and it would be good to keep the momentum now. And for this, we have to do a lot of things right tomorrow against
Yeah, that's the thing. We have a hard game tomorrow with Hibs, but I believe we win that. We beat Celtic at the weekend. Easy.
And this is also the next challenge. And for this, we hopefully are prepared well. And this is what we have to do tomorrow.
Do you sense that already, that momentum is changing, that smiles are coming back, that something's moving in the direction you want?
Yeah, after a win, always you feel the positive energy. But we know,
After, like, I can't
we have to
judge
building on
this man
this
on
momentum now, and this is
the
hard
European
working,
game last Thursday. I can judge him on the weekend game,
because when
and
you come
the
from
team are
this
looking
period
very
where we
much
are,
better. I
then
believe in
you
him.
can imagine it's
I
not
honestly believe in
always
him.
So strong.
Plus, he's got off to a better start than Russell Martin ever
next
did.
win, and then you build on this, and then you start to create more and more belief. And but it was a huge step from the atmosphere in the last 2 days.
Dan, it's obviously a really big week for the club. Hibs away tomorrow, then a big League Cup semi-final, your first Old Firm game, and the weekend too. Not the man.
We'll win that
you'd
Old
be
Firm
expecting
game.
to face Martin O'Neill, of course, is in, and has said just as recently as yesterday that
Here it
Rangers
comes
are no
about Brendan
threat
Rodgers.
whatsoever with regards to the League Championship this season. How would you respond to that?
What was that? We're not a threat.
Has said just as recently as yesterday that Rangers are no threat whatsoever with regards to the League Championship this season. How would you respond to that?
Yeah, of course we have a big games ahead. Since I'm arrived, I think every game was big. The next one is always bigger than the next one, and but really my focus is on tomorrow, because we know where we are at the moment, and also in the table. If you want to climb, you have to win games. You cannot miss one opportunity to win a game, and this is the next job what we have to do.
With regards to O'Neill's comments, do you hope that can maybe light a fire in the players and motivate them even more to try and prove him wrong and prove that Rangers are capable of competing this season?
I must say, today in the morning we sat here and I looked to the faces of my players, and I see there's a big belief now. I think they feel it on the pitch. I have the feeling they believe at the moment also what we are doing. And the last days, of course, it was after a big defeat, then we got a good reaction. I think this is also important for players and for us to see after a setback you can come back. If you want, the small setback during the game was the 1-1, and we come through, and then you
I'm not going to lie.
Fully deserved the game.
I know what he's coming from
Danny, that was
here.
your first
The players are
experience
looking
of
happier.
Ibrox
He's
at the
saying,
weekend. Just speaking to Derek Cornelius about your play style, wanting to be a bit more intense, play forward a bit more quickly. Do you get a sense from that first experience of Ibrox that might actually suit the crowds quite well and what they want and demand from their team?
Yeah, at first when you win games, then the atmosphere is
Of course it
good.
does.
I think
Of course it
we
does.
create
but like
more
with that Martin
chances.
O'Neill comment saying that we don't have a hope at the title, not being funny, neither do they. Heart, they're in the managerial crisis right now. Hearts are 8 points clear. Not one of the two of us have a chance, and that's been honest.
Some moments you felt in the stadium
Unless Hearts go on
really,
an absolute downfall,
what is possible
you know
in the
what I mean?
stadium, and hopefully we have more and more these situations in the spirit in the stadium.
I know you said that after the game, shape isn't everything for you. It's more about how your team plays. Do you think this squad has the depth to play with a back three, the right number of wing backs? Could we see a change formation shape from game to game at the moment?
We have definitely this depth of the squad to play this with three. I think it will be more interesting than how we choice the players in the wingback position, because you can do this with a fullback, you can do it with a winger, you can do it with asymmetric, one side this, one side this. I think this is a change, and that gives me also the opportunity when you look back to our starting lineup on the weekend. Maybe it was not clear it's back three or back four, and I think this gives me and my team always opportunity to switch the formation very quick during the game, and this is what I like. I call it always a little bit hybrid players. If you have players on your pitch, they can play both positions, then it's perfect, because then you can switch.
I'm not going to lie,
without
he talks a
subs.
good game. He sounds a good game. Like,
there would be funds available to you to make
He
changes
sounds
to
good.
the squad in January. I think there's a consensus that the squad
I
still needs
have
to be
belief in this
strengthened
manager.
further. Looking at your own contacts you have in the game, do you believe that you know enough people about that can help you find the players that are going to take the squad to the next level?
Yeah, I think of course at first for me it's important that I look to my players. They are here at the moment.
Like, he talks a good game. I have full
see
belief
now
in him.
that players growing up, also in the confidence. You see it now in small sided games when players start to talk. When I arrived, some players were very quiet, and now they start to talk. This is great. We will look what we can improve. I think I have a clear idea which players make some steps forward, and at the moment it goes in the right direction. I have a good team around me, and let's see what we can add on it.
Will you fall back on leagues and areas where you've worked before, the networks that the markets that you know the best when you look to add to the squad in January?
Yeah, the January, I know will be a topic in the following weeks, to sit together, to bring all my notice about players together. I think this is crucial for me. In the last couple of days, I got more and more from my players to understand them on and off the pitch. And then of course we have to sit together and let's see what we should do, what is important. But at the moment it's more about to give my players the space to growing up.
Has there been a shift? You talk about the players and some of them now a wee bit more vocal in training. Is Youssef Chermiti, does he fall into that bracket? Because that was a huge goal for him at the weekend, and to get the monkey off his back. Have you sensed a shift in his mentality and his confidence in scoring?
Yeah, for strikers always important to score, and he scored, and today in the training he had also some good moments. We had some finishing today. It was not possible to train too much after like 2 days from a game. But these are the small steps. What I told, we make small steps as a group and small steps individual. But now it's about make the next step, and I think this is very important to understand. We have to increase our limits as an individual player, but also as a group. And if we do this, then
See, this is what I mean. The guy knows what he's on
Seemed a
about.
bit of a relief.
I've
for
got
him when
belief
he
in him.
scored his celebrations.
I have belief
Is that
in him.
something you've had to speak to him about?
I think a celebration after a goal is always important. I think you have to understand how you celebrate sometimes. This is then our part. I said this when I arrived. It's not just about improved players on the pitch, also off the pitch. You have to understand. But we spoke about this, and I think you know what is to do next time. Was a bit emotional, but not more. For me, it was more important that he scored in this moment.
keeping his hand by his side then the next time.
I love how he smiles all the time, this manager. I love how Danny Rohl smiles all the time.
Of this Hibs team.
Yeah, of course, it's a short period now, and I want to see you at the moment. It's a busy time. You sit, you watch games back, you get watch games forward. Was a long night or a short night. It depends from which view. But it's very clear what they are doing, how they play football. They create a lot of good opportunities with direct play and style of football. We have to be careful, and we have to understand how we press. I spoke with the players in which moment, and then this is always a good thing. If a team attacks, that gives us also a lot of spaces what we should use, and this is tomorrow exactly to find the balance. As a team who likes to have a little bit the transition moments in both directions. If you finish the action, then it's good for you. If you don't, or if you lose the ball
See,
again
to me,
and you have a transition against you,
To
then,
me, what he's saying now is
it's
brilliant.
dangerous, and yeah, for this we have to prepare.
And it's a
to
truth.
Defense.
You know what I mean?
We need
What he's saying is
good,
brilliant, and it's the
organising,
truth.
and if you do this, then we have a big chance.
I know all coaches look forward to the next game, but how do you think, when you look ahead to the semi-final at the weekend, the
Celtic.
dynamics have changed as a result of what's happened at Celtic?
Yeah, I think ask me tomorrow after the game about this, because we know this. If we get tomorrow a great result, what we should do, yeah, this is the reason why we go there. Then of course you go with 2 wins in a row in a semi-final, and this gives us a good feeling.
Last couple of games.
Danny, you spoke about the table earlier on. Do you accept that if Rangers are going to try and get themselves back into the title race, that there can't be any more slip-ups in the league?
Yeah, I think the first challenge is that we get the wins in a row. I think we never did this now in the season, to get wins by wins, and if you do this 2 wins in a row, 3 wins in a row, then you can climb and you can close gaps. If you win a game, you play twice, you lose a game, then it's difficult to close gaps. But I think this is the most important thing now, to understand.
Yeah, he's right.
A win,
He's
next
bang on
win,
correct. Just
next win,
win,
next
win.
and then we can
You know what I mean?
look to some point in the season. to
I
the
like his
table and
mentality.
see where we are.
I like his
Danny,
mentality.
how would you summarise your first week here at the club? So obviously you arrive last Monday, presented to the media Tuesday, fly to Norway on Wednesday, you play a game, come back, first game at Ibrox, and now you're preparing for your third opposition in 5 days. How would you say it's been?
Yeah, at first it's good. I see you more than my wife. Yeah, this is the first impression. No, of course, guys, this, it's part of our business. It was up and down. I must say this. When I arrived, you're exciting.
I
You
like
get
how
to see the
happy
team,
how
go to the
happy a
first
manager
European
he
game,
is.
Then you feel straight.
And I seen the difference
It's a
watching last
challenge.
Thursday and watching on
then
Sunday.
you have a
I
good
seen
game
the
at home,
difference in
you
the team.
take a win,
Because
you
last
know
Thursday he was
straight,
there
okay,
on the
you can
Tuesday,
try
signed the
maybe
contract.
1 hour,
Wednesday,
and after
Thursday.
this you go straight again,
Sunday it
back
showed
on,
what he's wanting to do.
on the computer to
And I've
prepare
got
the
full
next
belief
game,
we beat Hibs
looking
tomorrow
forward,
and we do Celtic in the
this
League
is
Cup
now what
semi-final
we
Sunday.
continue until Christmas, I
Especially
think,
when they're
every 3 days,
In a
and
bit of
it's a
managerial
high demand,
approachment. You know what I mean?
but
Because
every 3 days
effectively
to win a
Martin
game is
O'Neill
also a good
has
feeling.
come in Celtic. He has
Last one,
tomorrow,
Ronan, just last one.
but he's just come in
Can I
today.
just ask
He's
if
got
you've
tomorrow
made a
then,
decision
you know
on
what I
adding to
mean?
your coaching
We
staff
have the
after
upper
the
hand
names
for
have
the
been
first
mentioned?
time in about 2 years.
Yeah,
We've
we
got the
are
upper hand.
Still looking, you have a short list now. I think this is important, and I'm also very clear what is the profile, what should be. For me, it's important that maybe a next assistant coach help me as well, also in the content. It's not just that we have a name. I think that should be the combination. This is very important to understand the league. In best case, it's a former player. I said this before. And the next point is that he can help me really also from the content on the pitch, because then you have a great setup.
Thank you.
Any injuries for tomorrow? Is Antman available?
It's available, but at the moment it's a challenge here, and this is good. We need this. Yeah, we have to step up, everyone.